Hello. Yes, we're back. Um, are we live, David? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad to see each one of you. I miss this. It's been a whole month since we took a break, so this is great. I hope to see you guys hopefully every week now. Um, so thank you for coming. Honestly, I'm just going to flow today because I haven't really done a lot of thinking about today. Um, mm. So, we all are living in two worlds simultaneously. Hi there. So, we all live in two worlds simultaneously, the outer world and the inner world. The outer world is very physical, and we have all our attention to it. We can feel it, touch it, it's visible. And we put all our attention onto this outer world. But there is the other world, and that is our inner world, our world of thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, our mindsets, our state of consciousness. And that world is as real as the outer world. In fact, I could say this that the inner world creates the outer world. So even though we give all our attention to this 3D world that is outside, but actually the inner world is creating and shaping and determining and reflecting the outer world. So you could say your life literally depends on your inner world. And yet, your inner world hardly gets any attention from you. It's ironical. We're so focused outward, so distracted. And so there is some leftover attention we give to our inner world. But that's where the work is. And so a yogi, a meditator, realizes this pretty quickly. One or two meditations, and that yogi says, wow, there is so much to tend in my inner garden. Okay. Oh, uh-huh. Oh, yeah, I see. I'll take a second, or should I continue? Anyway, I'm just going to continue because I'm on a roll. So it's ironical that we pay so much attention to this outward world. We're so focused outward, but all the work is inside because the inside is changing the outside, right? I think we spoke about this. Did we? I think we did. So life follows this mirror principle. Right. So life follows a mirror principle. What is inside is reflected outside. What is inside is reflected outside. If we really understand this, if it really lands for us, I think we will see a lot of change, a lot of shift in our outside as well. But usually, what happens is we are so outward focused. So, if anything we want to change, we try to change it on the outside, and it doesn't work. It's like me looking in the mirror and frowning in the mirror and expecting the mirror, the reflection to smile at me. And so I actually take a marker and try to put a smile on the glass when all I had to do was just smile and the reflection would have smiled back. Oh my God. I had to stop. Tammy? Tammy, see this? Tammy and I, we were discussing. Oh my God. I need to hug these people.
Don't make me cry. Yeah, she needs it more than me. Good morning, everybody. Making me tear up.
I'm getting so emotional.
I know. I'm like, why am I getting emotional?
Oh goodness. Okay, now I've forgotten everything. It is so interesting how life works.
Sorry to interrupt, guys.
You're good.
Yeah, you sit here because it's me and Mother. Okay. My boots.
Okay.
She did it.
So now all bets are off. I don't know what I'm saying. And here's why. Inner world, outer world. But here's why. Just before any one of you showed up, it was only Tammy and myself. We were talking. And believe it or not, I was telling Tammy, do you remember the sisters? I hope they come because I'm missing them so much. Ask her if I lie. And she said, oh, yeah. And we were just talking about you both. And here they are. Just creating, manifesting. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. It's so nice to see you. You look beautiful, Biba. Are you guys going to be cold?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
I'm just glad to be outside.
Good. Yes, about time.
Yeah.
Right. Well, okay. So, all right, I'm going to try again. So, we were discussing about the two worlds that we live simultaneously, the outer and the inner world. And life is a mirror principle. What is inside is reflected outside. So, if you want to change anything outside, you got to do the work inside. And as a yogi, as a meditator, you quickly realize meditation is the best way to do that because it forces you to look inside. You when you sit in silence, when you observe your breath, within seconds you are noticing your thoughts as well, and how they recycle, how they rinse and repeat, and what kind of thoughts you have. So you start to look at yourself, your inner world, really closely. And hopefully, at some point, you decide to tend your inner garden. You want to pull out those weeds. You want to close those apps that are taking all your juice, all your energy, and they're just, they're useless. They're not serving you. So you really start to tend your inner garden as a meditator. um yeah. Oh, the reflection, like, I was just telling everybody, it's like I'm looking in the mirror and I'm frowning, and I'm wondering why the reflection is not smiling at me. And I actually take a marker and put a smile on the reflection when all I had to do was to smile. So the work is always inside. And at some point, the yogi recognizes this. And that's when the journey really begins for our spiritual growth and our personal growth. That's when the journey really begins. So, to condense it quickly, there are three levels of consciousness that we know about, and I'm forgetting the name of the psychologist. I really wanted to acknowledge him because I wanted you guys to read from his books as well, and I'll share the link somewhere on the group today if I can. But there are three levels of our consciousness. He condenses it to three levels of our consciousness, and our inner world is always impacted by one of these levels. Okay, so let's go with the first level of consciousness, which is called uh, to me, the word to, and then me. Okay, the first level of consciousness is to me. When everything the human thinks is happening to me, the world is unfriendly, and everything is happening to me. It's kind of a blame game. Everybody outside is to blame. It's happening to me. I didn't do anything, and it's happening. So it's a victim mentality. Okay. And we all know that the concept of a victim is not supported in the universe. You have to go to the savannah, and the victim will be the first one taken out. It's just not supported. There is a secondary gain in playing the victim because you don't have to embrace courage and you don't have to take responsibility. Okay? So that's the first level of consciousness, which is to me. Fortunately, most of us don't stay too long in to me because nothing changes in our life. And so we quickly jump out of it. And then there is the second level. The second level is by me. And by me, you say, you know what? The world is so unfriendly, so hostile. Nobody's going to do anything for me. I have to do it. So you roll up your sleeves and you take personal responsibility. It's only me. If I don't do it, nothing is going to get done. The bus is not going to move. It's all me. You wrestle with reality. You're still very outwardly focused, even though you've taken personal responsibility, but you're still trying to fix things outside. You effort, you strive, you push. And, the saying goes Alan, the achiever, becomes the stressed out Simon, who becomes the burnt out Barry, who could potentially be the heart attack Harry. Sorry, I know, but I just wanted to get it right, straight for you guys. So it's the second level of buy me is also a trap. Even though most of us stay there, it is still a trap. Because what happens eventually, you get so stressed out, you get so burnt out, and you start to blame again to people around you and everything. So you go back to level one. And then you say, oh, level one, it's not helping. I have to take responsibility. And you go to level two. You jump on the horse again. So basically, you're in this rinse and repeat cycle of level one and level two. And most humans live in these two levels. Their inner world is impacted by these two levels of consciousness. It's chaotic. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes life is even and then it's chaos again. Now, there is a third level, which is where we are interested in. That is the level we want to get to, and that is the level we want to stay in. And that level is through me, through me. It's a very interesting state of consciousness. When you arrive in this level of consciousness, you begin to notice the outside. There is a subtle shift. It starts with a subtle shift. There is more grace, there's more elegance, there's more peace. And, you notice a lot of opportunities happening, but also like the doors that you had to shoulder open. You touch the handle, the doors open for you. Synchronicities show up. Life is still the same. You're still very immersed in life. Responsibilities, challenges, everything is there. And yet, you feel supported. You feel the universe is doing the heavy lifting for you. Something has shifted internally, something has changed. And that is the level we all need to be in and stay in. So the question is, how do we get there? How? Okay, this sounds great. How do we get there? And that's the work of meditation. That is the work. That is the cultivation of that inner levels that we have to do. But the first key for it is, of course, self-awareness. Looking at your inner garden and recognizing which level you're on. The first two levels are a waste of your time. The second level is still better, but it's still a trap, like I said, because it's going to stress you out, it's going to burn you out, and you're going to go back on level one. So, first is as self awareness of your inner world. And then the second is releasing the control. The second level says, oh, I have to move the bus or the bus won't move. The control. You need to release the control and allow the deeper intelligence to take over. Tammy, we were talking about this as well, right? So, yeah. So just allowing surrendering, having faith, and having trust in the deeper intelligence that has got your back. What makes you think that you are this only separate self, that if you don't do anything, nothing is going to change? That is just your worrying, calculating head thinking this way. But it is not true. It is not true. Even your very existence, how many 500 million sperms and only one of them made through, and here you are? I mean, so you don't have anything to do with it. So my point is, you are supported constantly. You just have to become aware that that deeper intelligence and its wisdom is available for you, so you can access it. If you're not aware, it doesn't exist for you. It just doesn't. That's how it works. But if you become aware, and if you start tuning in your meditations, in your everyday life, and allowing this deeper intelligence to take over, then that is when you begin to raise your consciousness and you come into through me. Okay? And another important thing about through me is you have to become heart-centered. There's no other way. And most of the people here understand what is heart-centered means. There are two people here from Heart Math Institute itself who can talk to you about what heart-centered means. But just to say it in 2 sentences, you need to cultivate emotions that are from the heart, which are love, compassion, forgiveness, joy for life, and love and gratitude. These are powerful emotions that are going to change your frequency. Remember, emotions are energy in motion. When you change your emotions, you change your energy. You raise your frequency. You raise your aura. You raise your auric field. And that is how you come into this consciousness of through me. And when you are with your heart-centered emotions, when you become more heart-centered, when you are connected and listening to this divine intelligence, then you begin to notice the shift that I'm talking about. Just remember, you're always connected to this source energy. It never left you. You're immersed in it. You're soaking in it. You come from it. The source energy is around you. It's in you. It's everywhere. When the source energy condenses, when it compresses, it takes form. It becomes you. It becomes the blade of grass. It becomes the mountain, the rock. So you are source. You were never separated from it. You only thought you were when you were in those 2 levels. So the most important thing to remember is that you are connected to it. And you allow the surrender to happen so this deeper intelligence can take over. So today's meditation is going to be a perfect way for us to practice this. We're going to practice cultivating this level of consciousness, which is through me. Okay, we're going to practice it. We're going to think of yourself as an instrument. You're going to fine tune this instrument and in your meditation. So when you're out in your world, you can broadcast that kind of frequency, that signal. I hope it made sense. Yes, please do. Oh, you have a mic?
The one thing that hit me was, and I agree with absolutely what you said, but I wouldn't blend for me and through me. You kind of use those 2 words together. For me is an understanding that the whole energy of the universe is for Carl. It's not even iota against Carl. Like it's almost the antithesis of the first level. it's not happening to me, it's happening for me, which is really a big understanding because you just shift your whole energy level. And then it allows you to me to go to through me, which isn't always focused on me. It can be me through others, like Reiki. Reiki is just energy flowing through me. I'm just a conduit for it to happen, or saying something that somebody else listens to and goes, "Oh wow, I'm glad he said that because it's helping me." It's nothing that had to do with Carl. So I think that's just a nice little delineation that the two things are happening. But when you have for me settled, then you can do through me real easily because you're not wanting any longer. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Thank you. I see what you're saying. So, yeah, actually, there are four levels to it. I didn't discuss the last level, which is as me, which is as me is you're one with the universe, you're one with the source energy. But for the purpose of today, we're just going to focus on three levels, which is to me, by me, and as me. No, through me. So through me. Anybody else wants to say something? I want you to understand this concept very clearly because when you practice the meditation, then the meditation is also going to be that much powerful. Meditation is not a technique, it's an experience. So create a story for yourself in your meditation. What am I doing and why am I doing? So, in this meditation, what are we going to do? We're going to first become heart centered. We're going to focus on our heart. For people who don't know, the heart has 40,000 specialized neurons. It is a whole different brain in our body. It's not just a pumping organ of your blood, it does a lot more. And you need to all read up on heartmath.com to find out about heart centered emotions and what they can do. They are the energy amplifier, they raise your energy. That is why sometimes you have to fake it until you make it. Even if you don't feel joy, pretend everything is great. You know, laughter therapy people do. You just laugh in the mirror, even though you don't feel like laughing, because the brain doesn't know the difference between the real and the imagined. And so that's how you begin to cultivate these emotions, because these emotions raise your energy. So in this meditation, we are going to first become heart centered, okay? And then we are going to learn how to connect to this field, this the source intelligence. You know, the quantum physicists call it the unified field, the the field which has all the potentials. Everything is possible in this field. So we are going to connect to this divine intelligence in our meditation. And at some point, I'm going to also ask you, I'm going to guide you to step into your future self. The future self that is more whole, that is more loving, that is kinder, that is more evolved. It's already there. You just need to know how to step into that role. So, heart centered, focus on the field, step into your future self. That is the work we are going to do in this meditation. Does that make sense? So, I don't want your future self to be a stranger to you. So, I'm going to give you a few minutes to, to think about this future self right now. What does this future self look like? How do they talk? How do they live this life? How whole do they feel? How vibrant they are? How alive are they? What are the emotions that they display in everyday life? So take a few minutes and create your future self for yourself. And then we can begin this meditation. ask yourself questions like, how does this future self handle stressful situations? How do they handle traffic? Simple things, even. How are they with their kids, with their family? Create that person because today you step into that role. Anybody needs to use the restroom? No. How are you doing, Aviva? You look great, though.
Thank you.
Yeah, you actually look fantastic.
That's what rest does, right?
A lot of rest, a lot of beauty rest. I can see
A
that.
lot of bedridden rest. Yes.
So, should we wait for him? I don't know. I think he's going to come back. If everybody's okay to wait for him. Let me give you guys some prompts.
How many people are online?
David, how many people are online? That's the question.
Right now, I see
10 people. Right. So, so the one of the most important things about staying in this level of consciousness is being is go- getting into coherence. Do you guys understand what that means? Coherence is when you're aligned with your thinking and feeling. Thinking and feeling needs to be aligned. Your brain and your heart needs to be aligned. So what happens most of the time? We think great thoughts, but we don't feel that way. It's like I can say these affirmations, oh, I'm abundant, I'm abundant, but if I'm still feeling lack, there is incoherence. So the point is you have to come into coherence for this kind of state of consciousness to work. And that is when you give a clean signal. That is when you match the frequency of this level of consciousness. So you have to work on how you feel. Um, just as thought is the language of the mind, feeling is the language of your body. So that is why cultivating heartfelt emotions is the most important thing you can do to raise your consciousness. So if you want to, if you have to feel abundance first before you can expect anything from the universe. You have to feel gratitude first because gratitude and lack cannot live in the same room. So if you're feeling gratitude, you already have it. That's how it works. So it's really tuning that dial in this cosmic radio. The music is always playing, but you can access it when you tune yourself. You come into coherence. You become very heartfelt, and that's how you change your frequency and you get into this level of true me. For me, yeah.
Hello. But I to piggyback on what you're saying, I think it's also important because we'll do all those things. We get into level 3, we're like, we're in it, we're feeling it. But I think for me, I can only speak for myself, is that paying attention. You have to pay attention, because if you don't pay attention to what's going on, you don't see the synchronicities, you don't see those things,
I
right?
see what you're
And so
saying.
you're thinking this is not working. It's because you're not really fully paying attention to what's going on around you, right? Because because we're in life, we got kids, we got this, we got
Yeah.
jobs, you know what I mean, whatever else is going around. But sometimes I don't pay attention and I miss things. But when I focus and I'll say, okay, let me pay attention, I realize all of the things that I had been working on are working.
Are
They're
working.
happening.
Yeah.
But it's just that I've been so focused on what, level 1.
Or 2.
Yeah, and I'm not, my eyes aren't fully open
Yeah.
to what's going on. But when they are, you realize the synchronicities and how things, like you said, you touch the door and it opens for you,
Yes.
and
Yes.
you get out of that victim mode, because when you stay in that victim mode for so long, it becomes part of your identity.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. And that's your default. As soon as
Yes.
you get, you go back to, you don't even realize it because you've been doing it for so
Yes.
long, right? This is who
Yes.
you are. But paying attention, and really paying attention, and then you'll notice those things that you've been working on, they're actually coming to fruition. So slow down.
I like it. Get
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah, I'll add one more thing to that. It's like being aware of what you're feeding the field. With every heartbeat, whatever we're feeling is broadcast on that wave. And so if I'm feeling frustrated, the pattern that is moving out into the world is very jagged. And when we're in a state of coherence, when we're feeling a heartfelt emotion, it is smooth. And but oftentimes there's undercurrents. There's like background music playing, and we're not even aware of how discordant that music is. So underlying frustration or upset that we haven't brought to consciousness. So the awareness is absolutely key. And I focus more on what my current, so what am I feeling right now? So just checking in with what you're feeling. And if you're feeling frustrated or have had upset this morning, just focus on breathing a feeling of ease. And then appreciation is probably the easiest of all the heartfelt feelings to access. But ease is the one that I go to when I'm activated, when my amygdala is overactive.
Thank you. I really liked what both of you said. So, this is how I'm just going to recap it because these are two powerful points. So, the first is become intentional. Be aware, be open, see the synchronicities, the opportunities out there. Because if you're not looking at it, then it's not happening for you. And the second is check in. Keep checking in with yourself and seeing where your state of consciousness is. And if it's going down, you have the tips to bring it up. Your heartfelt emotions, becoming heart-centered is the quickest and the easiest way to get back on level 3. And like Carolyn said, for her, it's the feeling of ease that helps her get back on level 3. So just observing your level of consciousness and jumping into level 3. That's the work of a yogi. And that is when you awaken the mystic in you. Because this meditation is about that. So I want to remind you, you're learning in this meditation how to awaken the mystic in you. You were always a mystic. You just forgot. And this meditation is going to remind you, you always were that. Okay? All right. I think we're ready to begin. Just one before we start. Do you guys want to lie down or anything for integration? No, not you. I wasn't expecting. I don't think so. Many of you have the yoga mats. Um, but would you like to? People who have the yoga mats, would you like to? Or you don't care either way? Huh? It does. So, laying down is actually a very powerful way of closing your meditation. It's almost called Yog Nindra. And what it does, it's an integration of all the work that you do a lot of work in meditation. If anybody says, oh, it's just for relaxation and saying Om, they're just skimming the surface of it. So you're doing a lot of work, and then you need that integration in your psyche, in your body, in your mind. So that is why laying down is a very good way to close a meditation. Today we are going to just sit up. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna, yeah, we'll just sit up. But if you wanted to lie down, you should lie down. Okay. And then also at home, try to lie down. After, uh, uh, you know, I don't know what feels like to you do it today. But at home, after your meditation, always lie down. Okay, good. And then just give yourself a few minutes before you get up and go about your business. But right now we will sit, okay? So we're not lying down right now, right? You understand that, right? So right now we're going to go sit and then we will lie down. So right now we will sit and then we will lie down. Oh.
So sit on the yoga mat.
Oh, okay. So maybe I'm not clear. Sorry, guys. So because the laying down is the end of meditation, it's only 5 minutes. So go sit because your back is going to hurt you. If you're okay with it, then that's fine. I'm sorry. You could even bring your chair there if you don't want to. Whatever. Sorry. I'm not very clear today. Okay. All right. He's Oh, yeah. Ready, everybody? All right. Let's begin by closing our eyes. Settling down. Keeping your spine up, straight. And gently telling yourself that you will not fall into sleep. You will use this time to do the work. Take a deep breath in and let go. Another breath. And let go. Let go of everything. Your worries, your thoughts, your things to do. Just let go. And give yourself permission to stay in the moment. Breathing in and releasing. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to be. Right here. Soften your jaw. Lower your shoulders. Just relax. Reminding yourself, I am loved and I am protected. I am loved and I am protected. Allowing your body to be held. Any worry, any thought losing its weight, fading. Slowing down the mind's chatter and becoming present. Noticing the sounds in the air. The touch of the sun on your skin. A taste in your mouth. Going deeper. Going deeper, deeper still. Dropping your awareness in your heart. breathing in and breathing out from your heart. Your heart. Calling into your heart the joy of being alive. The joy. Loving yourself. Loving your life. A loving heart. A grateful heart. Your heart. Your joyful heart. Your heart. Falling in love with yourself. And your life. With your heart. Stay here in your heart. Your radiant heart waking up. Stay connected to it. Your heart. Your loving heart. Falling in love with yourself and your life. Breathing more love into it in your heart. Let it fill your whole body. Your heart. Your loving heart. Stay here. raising your energy, lifting, lighter, finer, higher, through your heart. Reminding yourself the divine lives in you. It is all around you. You were never separate from it. Moving your awareness from your heart to the space around you. The space above you, around you. Connecting to this energy. Past your body, past the edges of yourself, into the space all around you. Sense it. Stay connected to it. Go deeper. Feel it. Awaken the mystic in you. Surrender to it. Allow it in your life. Stay here. Stay connected. Connecting with this divine intelligence, full of information, alive, vibrating, sense it. Let it move through you now. Healing what needs healing. Dissolving what no longer serves. Repatterning you from the inside. Organizing, supporting, nurturing, transforming. Feel it. Stay connected to it. And love yourself enough to do this. And receive. Receive. Stay present. Staying connected. Source energy all around you. Stay here. Stay connected to it. Feel it. Sense it. And now into this field, let a question rise. Who is that future self? The one you long to step into. In this field, they already exist. Already whole, free, vibrant, alive, joyful. Awaken the mystic in you. Your future self, how do they hold themselves? At ease, unafraid. The love that pours from them. The joy, the lightness. Matching that frequency. Stepping into your future self now, becoming them. Their feet, your feet. Their breath is your breath. Their heart, your heart. Feel. Feel what they feel, their love, their freedom, the joy for life, the gratitude, knowing that it is already done. Let it become real now. Your future self is you. This is who you are. Awaken the mystic in you. And now let's integrate without breaking your state. Lie down. People who would like to lie down, please lie down. Staying present, staying connected. Staying present. remember this feeling. Awakening the mystic in you. Becoming the mystic. Awaken the mystic in you. And coming back into the present moment with a grateful heart, with a joyous heart. And when you're ready, you may open your eyes to love, light, and letting go. Namaste. You know, meditation will always help you separating the sacred from the mundane. And this is how you do it. Keep reminding yourself, you are the mystic. You just keep awakening that mystical power, that limitless power that you have in you. And that's it.
Things haven't changed, yeah. Thank you, Barkha. I missed this. This is it's a long time, and I really miss your perspective and your I said, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I said I miss your perspectives. That kind of always kind of grounds me and brings me back, and just your passion for all this stuff. It's amazing to see. Thank you. It's great.
Thank you. I spent a good portion allowing my nervous system to unwind, which I didn't know it was so wound up until I went in. Um, and somebody said it in a previous meditation here in the group, but she's not here, where she said, like, when she meditates, she tells herself, like, this is my time. I'm going to allow myself to just go in. And so that's actually what I was saying and to myself. And it was allowing me to just kind of unwind. And then the second half of the meditation, um, it was just really neat to just allow this journey of my future self to kind of unfold. So it was beautiful.
In this level of consciousness, if you consciously work on it, become intentional, and keep checking in, you will realize at some point the like I said, the mirror principle, right? Like the universe is not friendly or hostile. It's a reflective universe. So life definitely becomes less adversarial. It just seems more friendly because your heart is so open. And so you start reflecting that same feeling outside. It's a real shift. I've used this technique for myself many times, and I was telling David yesterday. So, my neighbor, I hope they're not tuning in. I love my neighbors, nothing against them, but their dogs, they bark a lot the minute I step outside in my porch, my little tiny backyard porch. And I just want to sit there and read my book, but my dogs, those dogs, they really bark a lot. And so a few times I would get a little upset and I'd say, shh. And then yesterday I said, I'm going to send them love and let's see what happens. And I can't see them. They can't see me. They can just smell me. And I started, sending them love, radiating as much as love I could. And believe it or not, in 5 minutes they stopped. It became a whimper. And that was it. It was over. And every day for the last 2 years, they've been barking at me. But anyway, small example. I don't want to simplify things. Sometimes it takes time to see the reflection of who you are in your real world. There is always a time lapse, but it does happen. Yes. David, you want to pass the mic?
That reminds me of a time when I was with a group of second graders, and every morning we would start with coherence, heart focused breathing, heart feeling appreciation, and then we send our sunshine out to each other and to anyone who needs our care, and on out into the world. And this particular morning, as we were getting up from the circle, there was a child out in the hallway who was having a meltdown, and they're in a therapeutic classroom, so that was common. But because we had just finished doing our coherence practice, this one little boy, he puts his arm up like this. And he says, "Someone needs our care. Assume the position," which was
Oh, how
funny
cute.
language. And everybody sat down on their crisscross applesauce, hands on heart, and they just started radiating their love and their care towards this child. And the child did quiet down, and their eyes popped open, and they were so powerful. Look what we can do. I wonder, if someone came in here and they were angry, I bet they couldn't stay angry. They'd have to leave the room. They just couldn't. But it's such a powerful thing. I do that often with babies who are fussing on an airplane, or babies who are having a temper tantrum. They need help co-regulating. And it doesn't matter whether it comes, sometimes the parents aren't able to give it in that moment, so anyone can send our love and our care to wherever it's needed.
Thank you. Rena, you want to say something? You don't have to, but I felt like you wanted.
I know.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine. I hope the meditation was good for all of you. Yeah, I felt you guys went deep. Okay, so we can say bye to the online folks. Bye, everybody. Thank you. That's it. That's a wrap. I have nothing else to say.